I was in a meeting today about like missions trips and missions programs, and we started talking about the Great Commission, and that got me thinking specifically about the moment when Jesus talks about separating the sheep and the goats and the criteria that he uses when he does that separation. In that, he starts talking about the things that we did for him through other people. Like, when I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. When I was hungry, you fed me. But what I find interesting is he says, when I was sick or in prison, you visited me. And what's interesting about that is he doesn't say, when I was in prison for being wrongfully convicted, you visited me. He simply says, when I was in prison, you visited me. And I think this is a really important distinction that Jesus Christ made, because it communicates to us that even if the conviction is just, it should not change the way in which we minister to the person. I find that to be this really holy reminder for us, because it's very easy for us to dismiss those who are suffering the consequences of their own actions. Like, this is your fault, why should I get involved in it? And of course, justice is a calling of God. Seek justice, love mercy, walk humbly with your God. So justice should not be ignored. But in justice, there is still love and mercy that must be communicated to those that justice is being poured out upon. Regardless of whose fault this is, we still must love them, and we still must minister to them as though they are Christ in front of us. There are a lot of things that attempt to separate us into this us-them narrative. Like, it's us versus them. Ones who didn't do any wrong, and the convicted, Americans and foreigners, conservatives, liberals. It's very easy for us in this attempt to organize our lives to embrace these narratives that pit us against each other. And oftentimes these narratives will then dictate the way we treat each other, because you are either a part of my clan or not. And they often try to play on our sense of justice in order to justify that distinction. But the truth is, we are called to show love and affection and the mercy and grace of Jesus Christ to all. In the criteria that Jesus laid out, he made no distinction between those that were being ministered to. The only distinction that he made was, did you love them or didn't you? Let's keep that in mind when we decide how to treat each other. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Share this with somebody. Like and comment, all that fun stuff, because you know YouTube and the algorithm requires it. I also want to talk to you, so talk to me too. Love you guys.